Today, we are going to be setting up an axolotl paradise. This tank will turn into a real slice of the jungle featuring deep caves, waterfalls, live plants, and even rainstorms. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I am landonscherr, but we have a lot of work to do today guys because this tank needs to be fully stripped down. The goal today is to do all of this, set it up, and get an axolotl before my girlfriend shows up. So we are going to have to start taking this down now. Before we can do any demolition to this tank, we need to use this little cup to catch a little friend in the water down here. It might be hard to see, but there's actually someone hiding back here. I think this is his cave. Oh, there he is, this blue crawfish. I'm gonna see if we can tickle him out. We don't wanna stress him out. See if we can lift him up. And we got him. Look how amazing this is. This is a rare blue crawfish and he actually needs a name. He is going to go into a cup temporarily while we set up this tank, and I think we might actually make him a new home. But guys, comment down below a name for Mr. Crawfish. Now that Mr. Crawfish is removed, we can start draining all the water out of this tank. But while we wait, let's go set up Mr. Crawfish's new home. To set up the new home for the crawfish, we're going to be using these different pieces of wood, this light, this hot glue gun, and this tank. And of course, we are going to be needing a lot of water. Luckily, I have all of this dechlorinated tap water ready to go. You never want to use any regular tap water without dechlorinator for amphibians like an axolotl, crustaceans like Mr. Crawfish, or fish in any fish tank. Water is going into the tank. The water is all filled up, and as you guys can see, there are all of these little pieces of debris here, but that's okay. We're also going to be adding a filter. That is going to be a problem. We've decided to use this piece of driftwood as it is pressed against the glass. It actually wants to float, but it has enough resistance, and these pieces here want to float as well. We're going to be sticking it under that wood. Those pieces will sink, and those will be the perfect hiding spots for Mr. Crawfish. Now we're gonna add to the hardscape by putting in some of these rocks. Crawfish love to hide under things and in the darkness, so this will be the perfect addition to his home. And here it is. We've added the light with the hot glue gun to stick it onto the back. We've got all of our components in there. Now, all we need is Mr. Crawfish. Oh, look at those big claws. Do you like your new home, buddy? Here he goes. 3, 2, oh, he looks amazing. Hopefully, Mr. Crawfish loves his new home. Now, luckily, we are able to cycle tanks almost instantaneously with filter media and water from this massive 180-gallon tank. And more to come on this because there is a secret friend in there that you guys are going to find out about. All of those fish are getting huge, but we need to get back on track with this before Michaela gets home. And I'm just realizing now, I totally forgot to drain the water. First, we are going to need to remove these plants down here. Beautiful live plants. These will be going back into the tank once we're done. The water is gone, but as you guys can see, the problem we've been having with this tank is all of this soil and dirt within the sand. There's actually gravel underneath, so we are going to need to pull all of this out, clean it up, and the main reason that the soil is accumulating on the sand is because of this background. Having the right tool for the job always helps, and we are going to be using this shop vac to remove the sand. All of the sand is shop vacked out. We still have to spot clean a couple areas, clean the glass, clean up this algae right here from the lights that light up our cave underwater, especially on the back side there where the background is leaching into the sand. For this, we're going to be using a razor blade. Hopefully it works. Woo! Look at that. This is exactly the material that was breaking apart and causing all of that debris on the sand. Guys, We did something really bad. We just took out everything from this tank. I really didn't know how deep into this we were gonna get, but in order to get all of this background out, we had to get in there and look at this. We actually have our little friend. Usually he hides behind here. This is Tiki, the day gecko. I don't really want to move him. I think we are just gonna leave him be in this enclosure as long as he is comfortable. What the heck? Look at this. There's an earthworm in here. How in the world did a worm get in here? Maybe we'll feed this to the axolotl. And this, my friends, is exactly why we need to be doing this project before Michaela gets home, because if she saw this, she'd probably break up with me. I can't believe we've gotten this far already so quickly, but look at this tank now. It is a fresh start for this tank. As you guys can see, we have the lights here. Those are going to light up the underground cave that we will be setting up. We're gonna put that standing piece back into here. We've got to get the sand in. We're gonna put some fresh moss on the background, put all the leaves in. This is just going to be crazy. Let's get the sand. Sand is looking great, and now it's time to add the waterfall. There it is. There is the start to our waterfall. As I've put that in, I noticed before we get the waterfall up and running with the tubing and all of that, we should probably add in some fresh moss. So I've got that moss here. Grab a little piece, grab a staple, and stick it into the background. The moss is all done. I think I might add a couple more pieces, but it's looking pretty green and vibrant now. We've got our start to the waterfall, so we need to add the tubing. We need to add our plate right here that's going to be holding our plants in the driftwood. Getting this piece in here now. And there we go. We've got the platform. We've got our tubing, which is hooked up to the pump. Now let's fill it up and test the waterfall. 3, 2, we have power, and there we go. Look at that. I might want to test it with a smaller tube because axolotls don't like that much flow. So we switched to this much smaller hose, and I think this is going to work a lot better.
A few moments later.
All right, so it's looking good. It's coming together. We've got to get some of this cloth on the bottom so that way no debris gets through as the waterfall runs down and back into the bottom area where the axolotl is going to be. The mesh is in, and I'm actually going to be adding some pebbles, not to the bottom, but to this area to weigh it down before adding the moss.
More moments later.
That was a pain, but after a lot of trial and error, we finally have the waterfall flowing. That looks amazing. We finished the waterfall, and because it was taking a long time and Michaela was about to get home, I had to throw the plants in, and look at this, guys. This is looking amazing. I can't wait to put Tiki back in his home. But before Tiki the day gecko can go back to his home, we have to add the plants underwater for the axolotl. This is just looking so good. We have a lot of plants in here, but still room to grow. These guys here will definitely flourish on this side of the tank, and I want to fill the back end more, maybe over time, but this is just looking great, and we have this whole 180-degree view of this underwater area. We also have these lights that I didn't talk about before. They change color if we hit this button, which makes it super cool. Although the axolotl doesn't really like too much light in the tank, so we're gonna have to limit that so that the plants can grow, but the axolotl is comfortable. And just like that, we have our own slice of the jungle right as you walk in to my front door. I can't wait to enjoy this every day, but I'm not gonna enjoy it without anything in it. So let's put Tiki back in his home. Here you go, Tiki. Welcome to your new home. There you go. Look at that. I think he's gonna love it. Oh man, Tiki has already pooped on the glass. Tiki, what the heck? Why are you pooping in your new home? The poop is definitely expected and will have to be cleaned up here off the glass, but we are missing one key component to this tank. Let's go pick up our new axolotl from the store. I can't believe it, guys. I cannot believe they had a golden axolotl. Look at our new friend. Comment down below a name for this guy. This is the newest member of the channel. And guys, we have to show you everything at the house, because if you think this is cool, basically the whole house looks like this, and we have not shown you nearly any of that yet. So let's get this guy into his home. We have to let him acclimate in this water. Tiki, you're getting a new friend. What we have to do is we have to put him into the water and let him acclimate to the temperature, so that way he doesn't get shocked. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous he is. Maverick has come to check out his new friend in the tank. Similar to you, Maverick is a golden retriever, and we have a golden axolotl. Maverick, do you realize you have a new friend just behind you? Oh, what's over here? Look at your new friend, Mr. Axolotl. He's golden just like you. Again, guys, comment a name for this little guy. I haven't really thought of anything yet. Maverick, I have no treats for you. I have no Live Positive treats for you guys. If you want to check out Live Positively, my company, we have dog and cat treats, and maybe we'll start selling axolotl treats on there too. But guys, Michaela is about to get home. Maverick, Michaela is about to get home, and we have to release this axolotl into his new home. There's no turning back now. We've got the camera in one hand. Mr. Axolotl is very excited. Look at how amazing he looks. Those big gills. Oh my goodness, he is going to look perfect in here. Let's get him in. There you go. Oh wow, look how he looks in there. How do you like your new home, buddy? He is just starting to explore the enclosure for the first time, this underwater world. I can't believe I'm going to get to enjoy him every day here and enjoy sharing him with you guys on the channel. Look at him. This has just been one of the most amazing experiences building an enclosure with you guys. I've been building enclosures like this since I was pretty young, and every time I do it, it just gets better and better. These vines are gonna start to grow all throughout the tank. Tiki is going to explore this whole aerial area, and then we have this other quarter of the tank, which is the underwater world, and it is just looking absolutely perfect. Now, ideally, I would actually like to set this guy in a setup that's double the size. So it's exactly the same as this tank, but picture another one next to it, and then we would have double the area for him to be able to swim around all by himself. Axolotls don't really do well with tank mates, besides being totally secluded like they are in this setup. Tiki will never go for a swim, and this axolotl will never go up to the top. They're stuck in this state where they'll never turn into a salamander, so they will both individually live these perfect lives like this, and hopefully in the future, you guys will get to see us set up a new habitat for him that's twice as large. So if you guys want to see that, oh, I think Michaela's getting here. Guys, if you guys want to see that, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Michaela's channel as well. Maybe we'll catch Michaela's reaction as she's coming through the door. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.